Let me guess, you're here because your journey of this marriage process has begun or about to begin. You are in an age where you have this pressure from your family to find a life partner and get married. Now, some of you must be excited about this process, while some of you are scared about this process. If there is one doubt which most of you have, is that am I ready to get married? Now, let me change that phrase a bit. Rather, ask yourself, am I emotionally ready to get married? Emotions are the fundamental of every relationships. What kind of partner you will attract and the partner you will depends upon how emotionally mature you are. And that's what we'll talk about in today's video. Today I'll be sharing 7 clear signs that shows you are emotionally ready to take the next step. First, you know who you are. If you have taken out time to understand who you are, your strengths, your flaws, your insecurities, your goals, your desires, your patterns, that's a great start. In other words, if you practice self-awareness each and every single day, that's a sign that you are ready for marriage. I think if there is one quality or if there is one trait or factor which every human being should have, is that they should become more self-aware. Just imagine if I understand where I'm coming from, if I behave certain way, why I feel certain way, my emotions, if I'm able to understand myself completely, there is great chance that I'll be able to find the right partner, because when I understand myself, I choose a person who's right for me. I choose a partner who's compatible with me. Another sign is that you don't want to get married simply because you feel lonely. You don't want someone to complete you. You already feel as a complete person. You already feel as a whole. If you feel this way, again, that's a great sign to get married. If you enjoy your company, if you enjoy being alone, you don't want anyone to fix that void inside you, or you don't want anyone to fix that loneliness in you. It means that you won't depend upon your partner. Rather, you are getting married for right reasons. You are married because you want to experience this beautiful journey. You want to build something together. You want to grow together. You want to support them. In short, you want to marry to give, not to gain. So if you have this mindset, if you have figured everything out, if you know yourself well, and you know that you are self-aware about your emotions, about your thoughts, about your patterns, and you won't put this pressure on anyone to make you happy, that's a great start. Second, you have made peace with your past. Now let me give you a situation. Let's say you recently faced heartbreak and you're not still over that. You haven't moved on from that. You haven't got closure. Now, if you're looking for a partner to get married, there are chances that you won't be able to go all in. Why? Because there are some unresolved feelings linked to your past. So if you want to go all in, if you really want to give all your attention and energy and space to this person, you have to first heal yourself. Again, if you have unhealthy relationships with your parents, you won't be able to have a healthy marriage. Because let's say that person comes and live with you, which will eventually happen after marriage. Don't you think that they'll also become a part of this environment, these clashes, these fights and conflicts? So it's important that you first resolve those feelings, you first resolve those conflicts with your parents. Another thing is, reflect upon your childhood. Do you have any trauma? Do you have any childhood traumas? Do you feel that there are some parts of you that needs to be healed? Do you feel that there are some answers you need to find about your childhood? If yes, first resolve that. First heal that. A great way is to seek therapy. When you take professional help, they help you to figure out some parts which is not possible to do it by yourself. In short, first heal your past. First heal those wounds and become a better version of yourself. Become more confident. And when you do that, you will make sure that you're attracting the right person and you won't put that burden of your past on that person. Third, you can handle conflict without running away. Now, just reflect on your existing relationships, maybe with your friends and family and relatives. What do you do whenever there's a conflict? Do you address it? Do you acknowledge it? Or do you run away? How good are you when it comes to confrontation? Do you suppress your feelings and emotions and thoughts too much? Or do you open up with people? Now, all these factors matters. Here is why. When it comes to family and friends, there are less expectations. These relationships are not that high maintenance. But when it comes to relationship and marriage, it requires maintenance. It requires a lot of efforts. You really have to have clarity when it comes to marriage. So just imagine that whenever there's a fight and conflict with your partner, if you always run away from that, if you always hide from uncomfortable conversations, you won't be able to sustain the marriage. But if you are someone who is becoming better in terms of communicating and listening and trying to resolve the conflicts and not trying to escape from it, this will work in your favor. most importantly, you are taking accountability. You're not constantly blaming your partner. I think this is the most important thing. When you take accountability, when you take ownership of your problems from your side, it's a great sign of being a strong teammate. So make sure that you're reflecting on this area and becoming a better listener as well as communicator. Fourth, you are ready to choose, not just be chosen. Whenever we pursue something, we either do it from a place of love or fear inside us. Now, let's say you are pursuing this process out of fear. This means that you are getting married or you want to get married because you feel lonely or you feel left out that all your friends are getting married, or simply out of pressure. In this case, you will lower your standards because you want to get married fast, which means that you will probably marry the first or second person you meet. Again, you might regret after marriage and you will realize that that person is not compatible or right for you. But when you pursue this process out of love, now you set your standards. Now you are respecting yourself more. Now you are valuing yourself more, that I want this type of partner and I want them to be compatible, which means you're not settling for less. So make sure that you are ready for this. You're not just getting married because you want someone to make you happy or you want someone to take away your loneliness. No, you are getting married because you want a partner who is compatible with you. You want to build something beautiful with them and you want to help them grow. Most importantly, you're being a strong teammate. So make sure that you reflect on this. Fifth, you understand that marriage is not just a fairy tale. I think many people need to understand this. You don't get married just because of that spark. There are no butterflies in marriage, or it's not really a movie. In reality, marriage takes a lot of efforts. It takes commitment. So make sure that you're getting married consciously and mindfully, not because you want to pursue this feeling of spark or you want to feel like you're in a movie, because it doesn't happen this way. Maybe initially for the first few months, but when you see long term, it's really about making certain efforts and staying committed to your partner. So make sure that you have right perspective and right mindset about getting married. Sixth, you can prioritize us without losing yourself. So many people don't get this. There are so many people who gives too much to their partner that in the process they lose themselves. It's great to be emotionally available for your partner. It's great to be mentally available for your partner. But in this process, if you're losing your identity, you're not able to evaluate, you're not able to take care of your needs, you're not able to take care of your feelings, you will lose yourself in this process. And trust me, it's not romantic. So make sure that you are ready to give, but also at the same time take care of yourself. If you go all in, if you're not able to take care of your needs, if you're ignoring your needs, you won't be able to stay happy in this marriage. And what will be the result of that? You won't be able to contribute to your partner. And eventually, there will come a day when it won't work out. So make sure that you're putting yourself, your needs, your self-love first, and then you're contributing to this relationship, because that's the only way. Seventh, you have defined what marriage means to you. Now, when it comes to elder generation, when it comes to society, they have a different definition of marriage. For them, marriage is something which has to happen because you have turned certain age and it's the right time. Now, for me, the right definition of marriage is being a strong teammate. That's it. Literally. If you want to have a beautiful marriage, if you want to have a healthy and sustaining marriage, you both have to be a strong teammate. You have to make sure that you're taking care of each other, you're supporting each other, you are helping each other achieve your dreams, and you're achieving those dreams together. If there is suffering, you go through it together. If there are rewards, you claim it together. As I said, you have to make sure that your definition of getting married is right. At last, just focus on each of the factors that we discussed today. Make sure that you are not ignoring your emotions. Make sure that you're getting married for right reasons. Make sure that you want to get married out of love and not out of fear, so that when the person comes into your life, you can build something together and not break each other. If you like this video, please share it with your friends. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Thank you.